What's good, my zesty Aries? It is I, Lee, and thank you so much for stopping by Zesty Tarot. No, I did not forget about y'all. I know it's been a minute. Just a lot's been going on ever since that darn, what was it? The Mercury retrograde in October. It did a number on me, and so I just kind of wanted to just focus on like random things. Just, I don't know. I was just going through some stuff. Let me turn this off. I know y'all get sick and tired of seeing that TV on all the time. I'm a little stuffed up because I have, unfortunately, a nasty sinus infection, so please bear with me. But anyways, this is for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs of Aries. So first we're going to start with the Oracle cards. Alright, so please keep in mind that this may or may not resonate. So don't try to apply something that does not belong to you, okay? Just don't do it. Because then you're going to be disappointed because you're most likely hoping that I can come up with some type of clarity for you, and if this particular reading does not give that to you, check your other signs. But if it doesn't make sense in this area, that's fine. Check out another reader, whatever you got to do, okay? I just know with my readings, if it doesn't make sense to you, either give it time to make sense, because this is a generalized reading and I can't pinpoint everything, or just check out another reading. That's all you gotta do. Alright, so let's go ahead and get into it. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs of Aries. What do my lovely and zesty Aries need to know right now? If there is some clarification that's needed, what is it? All Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What do they need to know right now? What clarifications need to be known? What are they overlooking? Just whatever it is that you want to bring up, let it be. Puppy, stop chewing on yourself. So we're going to end it there. Okay. It was stinging me right here, but we'll see. Let me wait. Okay. Okay, so here it is. We'll just keep it right there. Whenever I say keep it right there, I always think of the song. Ooh, what was that group? Changing Faces, is that what it was? Or who they were? Anyways. So we have hope with our daffodil. You see that? Alright. So we're just going to start this off right here. So let's look at the booklet to get further details about why this card came out. But overall, I feel the urge to tell you, and when I think about it, 38 broke down to 11. I think of the 1111. So if you've seen 1111 a lot, then that is a possible sign that you are definitely going down the right path. But overall, I feel the urge to tell you to continue on your journey and do not give up hope. I mean, the word hope is there. I see the sign of Taurus here. So if you have Taurus in your birth chart for whatever reason, this could be pertaining to maybe a Taurus that you're thinking about. But I think of stability because some Tauruses are known to be stable financially, emotionally. Yeah, so anyways, let's keep going here. Let's take a look at number 38. The daffodil. Now, from previous readings, you will know that I'm going to stammer, especially because the retrograde is among us. If you didn't want to hear that news, sorry, but it's coming. Okay. All right. So it says the oracle meaning. It says daffodils indicate a reprieve for those who need it and a time to renew faith not only in life but in those around you. Daffodils will lift optimism and help boost help boost endurance while encouraging you to keep going. This is also a period of personal growth and spiritual awakenings, and answers that can be found within aspects of these. Listen to your inner voice, but do not become overwhelmed with negative self-talk. And the quote here by Thomas More says, "Garden as though you will live forever." So with that being said, and I see the yellow here, so I believe this is also pertaining to is it the solar plexus? I always get those two. I think the sacral chakra is orange, right? And then the solar plexus is yellow. I think so. But nonetheless, I feel that if your solar plexus is blocked, then this is basically telling you to continue. Okay, spit it out, Lee. For a lot of us that is trying to figure out what the heck is going on, like we feel like we are in a stagnant situation. We feel as though things aren't really working in our favor. We feel a little helpless, a little lost, or you just feel stagnant overall. This is that icky transformation, and those that are sensitive to it recognize it for what it is. Like me, I have become accustomed to when these emotions or these whatever you want to call it arise, because I'm like, all right, nothing seems to be working out. I can't tell if I'm winning or losing, what's going on. So my best course of action is just to sit still and allow whatever needs to take place to take place. I allow my inner child to talk to me. I don't like to listen to my brain a lot of this. Excuse me, didn't mean to burp. But I did have some apple crisp soda. I don't like to listen to my thoughts a lot of the times because my thoughts tend to go in the past where we don't belong. But I enjoy listening to my inner child. My inner child gives me hope. And she reminds me, you know, that this break is needed, and, you know, everything is going to be okay. So whenever my brain wants to talk its shit, I always go to little Lily and hear what she has to say, and I end up feeling better. Okay, so let's go ahead and move this up here and get into the reading to see exactly, make sure this is all okay, to see what this hope is pertaining to. Like I said, or what it said was that a lot of you are going through some type of spiritual awakening. Now, I also want to put this out here too, for those that aren't really into spirituality like that, or should I say you're not, like this is your first time trying to understand it. Whenever we say things like, oh, you're going through a spiritual awakening, you're just like, well, what the hell does that mean? The best way that I can describe that to you is, first and foremost, okay, so whenever situations don't go the way that you plan it, and it feels as though you're running into a brick wall, I guess the best thing that I can say is literally just stop. And I know you're like, but I'm busy, I've got things I gotta do. What the hell is this on my desk? Okay, whatever. I'm busy. I mean, that's cool, you can be busy, but I need you to also take time to meditate, even if it's just, you know, sitting still and breathing in and out for 15 minutes. You know what I like to do? I like to play my farming games. To me, that is soothing. It takes away my anxiety and things like that. So whenever I get to overthinking, I will play a game. One of my favorite games, well, a couple of them, Harvest Moon and Story of Seasons, and now I have another game called Unpacking that is aesthetically pleasing and just chill. And then on top of that, while I'm playing the game and I have my key focus on that, I'm listening to guided meditation music to align whatever chakras that needs to be aligned, or whatever the case may be. So that's my method. Now, going towards those that are super busy, you can do this at night. Right before you go to bed, put on a guided meditation video. Or start doing some research about how you spiritually feel. You can pray. But one thing that I need everyone to understand is a lot of times when we do these readings for you guys, you have to understand that it takes 2 or 3 actually. So one, you have us, the readers, that's giving you this message. You have the opportunity, it's your will on whether or not you want to listen to what we have to say. You can take it in or you don't. Then, for those that do take in what we have to say, what are you going to do about this? How are you going to activate what we are envisioning, how you say, visualizing for you? And then third, the last person is you, ultimately, like making that sound decision on whether or not you want this, if you're really going to take the time to process what these lessons are trying to teach you within your own individual lives. I hope look, see, there goes the retrograde. I hope I'm making sense. If not, that's cool. But I just can't stress that enough. That you can't always rely on a tarot reader to give you the antidote to your problems. And not just a tarot card read. I don't know why I feel like I need to say this, but I'm going to. I'm probably going to say this to all signs, but for right now, it's you, dear Aries. And I need to hear this as well because I'm an Aries. But there is a need for validation. And you have to understand and believe that you're already validated. You have the right to exist. You're here, right? Nobody can take that from you. Nobody. And if you're busting your ass to do things and people are overlooking that, then that's their problem. But please know and understand that your rewards are going to come. Your efforts are not overlooked. They're just not. And those that have taken advantage of your kindness, your generosity, the biggest consequence they're going to receive is you walking away from them. So let me stop. Let me get going. All right. I don't know if I shuffled this or not. I don't remember. I was too busy talking. But we just gonna do it again. Alright. Why is the Hope card here? What overall messages do you have that will go along with hope? And also, hope is, well, let me ask you, what is your desire? What is your definition of hope? I was about to say that, to me, it's a desire for something. So, what are you desiring? Take the time to focus on that. Right there. Alright, so first card out, we have the Nine of Swords. Okay? So with the Nine of Swords, trauma. Okay? So that would make sense too, because there is trauma within the ability to create confidence. So I could see trauma being a part of this because mentally you're going back and forth with yourself. A lot of you have a lot of what you believe to be responsibilities because you have so many people putting their bullshit on you. Can I let you in on a little secret? You don't have to put up with that. You can say no. I don't care how loud their bark is. You have the right to refuse. If you are exhausted, overwhelmed, dealing with anxiety because of the pressure that is being put on you, you have to take it upon yourself to understand that you deserve better than that. You are not a mule for anybody. I don't care if it's a work mule. I don't care if it's a financial or a cash cow, whatever the case may be. You need to do what makes you happy. And so you're hoping that things are going to change. Okay? That's a very vague statement. What exactly do you want to change? I could tell that whatever is that gives you anxiety, you definitely hope that that will go away. And I don't blame you. But what is that per se? Are you tired of people always arguing with you? Trying to gaslight you about things because you're starting to see them for who they are? So you're hoping that they see your point of view? No. They're not going to. I'm just going to go ahead and just let you know right off that. They're not going to. So the best way to handle this situation is to eliminate the anxiety. They are the anxiety. Okay? If you're dealing with someone in a romantic sense and they aren't appreciating you and all they do is take. Basically, if you're in a situationship, you're trying to be forever, but they're like, it is what it is. Let them go. You do not have to stay in situations like that. I don't even know why you are in the first place, if that's the case. If this is pertaining to a job, why are you still there? Give yourself time to breathe. Continue looking for a job, but leave. Sometimes it is important for you to take that step of, that step of faith. God, I believe that God will squeeze you. If you know that you are in a situation that you have outgrown. Okay, so let's see, thinking about that. Imagine yourself trying to squoze, as I say, squoze your booty into a pair of pants that you know good and damn well you can't fit. You already know you ain't even gonna make it past the kneecaps, possibly. Or if you can pull them all the way up, guess what? That button is not going to, the zipper's not going to zip up, and the button is not going to secure. It's just not. So and usually when that happens, what do? We sigh, we drop our head down like, man, dang, I really love those pants. But we let it go. And we find a different pair, or we go and buy a different pair that suits our current needs. Stop forcing yourself and stop trying to put on something that no longer fits you. Woo! I need to hear that too. Let's keep going. So we have the Two of Swords. And it was in reverse. So Crossroads is the next one. And so with Crossroads, I kind of feel like this is talking about making a logical choice. You have the choice of walking away from your traumas, whatever it is, or staying in it, point blank, period. Nobody is going to make you do what you don't want to do. And if you are comfortable in that misery, then who the hell am I to stop you? But what I'm going to tell you what you ain't going to do, and this is for anybody that comes across you, you're not going to complain to them. You're not going to sit here and hound people for advice. And I'm pretty sure, and I'm talking specifically to the ones that know what they should be doing, because you've asked this question, what should I do? I don't know how many times, and the universe has tried to show you time and time again, but you choose to stay stagnant, Lee. Ooh, I'm roasting the hell out of myself right now. And whoever needs to hear that message too. So if you want to be miserable, don't complain to nobody, because you've received all the information. You have been encouraged from spirit. Signs and synchronicities were telling you to go this way, go left, or go right, or whatever the case may be. But no, you want to stay still, because you're wanting somebody that don't have your best interests at heart to give you the green light. I cannot stress this enough. They don't care. If you got something that they can take advantage of, they go, that's the only thing that they go care about. And that's real. We have the Wheel of Fortune, okay? So, with that being said, I love how you start from your mind being clouded with trauma and anxiety and paranoia, and then you finally reach the crossroads. Some of you, I commend you, because the Karma card, the Wheel of Fortune, is definitely going to be in your favor. Now, what that means for you, I can't tell you. I can do a clarification. But there's so many of you, I don't know who's going to, receive what. But I do know that those that choose to stay stagnant is going to continue to get the same thing over and over and over and over until you get it and decide to walk away. Excuse me. So we have the Knight of Cups in reverse with romance. But I'm going to have it upright just because I like to look at it upright. So for some of you, this is pertaining to a connection. Others of you, this is talking about the self. Nobody is going to love you the way that you are going to love yourself. It's natural for children and animals to love their mothers or fathers per se, because they're helpless and they rely solely on this person to provide. But as humans, we eventually grow up to become independent. And the thing is, we no longer live in a generation or even in a world where everyone is singing Kumbaya. When was the last time you heard the song Lean on Me? I haven't heard that song in so long. We all need somebody to lean on. They don't play that shit on the airwaves. They nobody want to hear that. They want to hear my man is your man, is your man is my man, and all this other nonsense that's out here. Nobody is talking about peace. Everyone has become numb to it's a dog eat dog world now. So I said all that to say, The best way is to start with yourself. Think about your trauma. You don't want to go here. You don't want to come back here. You didn't like the way you were treated, whether it's platonically, professionally, in the family, romantically, socially. You didn't like it. You felt uncomfortable. So stop putting yourself through it. Stop trying to fit in. Stop trying to force someone to wear your perspective. It doesn't fit them. Just like their point of views and the way that they treat you don't fit you. It's time for you to move on. You have a lot of good things, a lot of good karma coming your way. Karma doesn't always have to be once you step out, here comes, your knight in shining armor. No. Maybe your karma is peace and prosperity. Now that you decided to move on to something else, career-wise, you finally did the research and you found a company that was more your style. Stop taking these dead-end jobs. They don't give a damn about you. They just care about the company. And the company don't even care about their workers. They just want more money. These are all things that you have to focus on. So I hope, nice play on that, I hope that you take the time to think more about yourself. If you do not fit into the equation, stop trying to add yourself. It won't work. You know, it reminds me of trying to calculate some strange equation and you get error. You're not meant to be here. But I guarantee you that you'll find your people. I don't doubt that one bit. But this energy that you're in right now, it's time for you to move up out of it. It's time for you to cater to you. Stop trying to find a knight in shining armor or a princess or a damsel in distress, a damsel in distress to save. Save yourself. Okay? So let me go ahead and pull a final message for you. Actually, I was supposed to do a clarification. But you know what? I don't think I need to because this is... Do y'all want me to go on ahead and... No, I think it's straight to the point. Alright. Only y'all know what this message is going to pertain to. And it's time for you to stand up. Make that choice. Speak your truth. Don't nobody owe you nothing. And you don't owe nobody else nothing. That's equality right there. When you realize that you don't owe nobody nothing and they don't owe you nothing, that is true equality. Alright. Very strong right there. Okay. Alright, so look forward. See, what did I say earlier? You don't want to go back here. We're not going back to our trauma. Okay, you're at that crossroads. What should I do? I need to make a choice. Move forward, because the Wheel of Fortune is right there. It's like right there. Moving forward is positive karma. You're doing the right thing by doing so. Look forward to peace. Look forward to being blessed with this, a support system that understands you. You don't have to prove yourself to nobody. Look forward to that. Aries have gone through a lot. It's time for us to stand in our power. We're tough, but we have a gentle heart, and we get heartbroken easily. But we really need to look at the situation for what it is and understand that the situations that were done to us were not purposeful. Well, how should I put it? The universe didn't allow you to see these and witness these situations because this was a punishment to you. You needed to experience this to outgrow it, to understand your worth. So for some of you, you still have some work to do. Some of you have already done the work. Now you're just kind of sitting there, kind of waiting. Well, what should I do? Go forward. Look forward. Okay? So that's all that I have for you, dear Aries. If this resonates, that's great. If it doesn't, that's great too. Take care of yourself, all right? Merry Christmas. Bye.